Guys, welcome to Beginner-Techies. In this video, I am going to discuss about valid anagram problem. Problem number 242 on Leetcode. Okay. So let us go through the problem statement first. Here, two strings given S and T. Return true if T is an anagram of S. Return true if T is an anagram of S and false otherwise. Okay, so let us first understand what is anagram is. Okay, let me draw one example here. Let's suppose we have two string. Let's suppose we have this string A, B, C, and the another string is C, A, B. Okay. Now, anagram is, there are two rules. Anagram, to find whether the string is anagram or not. The first rule is string size should be same. String length should be same. And the second rule is character of both string is same irrespective of their order. Irrespective of their order. This is two rule to identify whether strings are anagram or not. So here if we see A, so in string T, we have this C, A, B, right? So A is available in this string, B is available in this string, and C is available in this string. So these two strings are anagram. In other words, I can say T is anagram of S. Like, let's suppose. So from string S, how many anagrams we can generate? So here anagram can be ACB, anagram can be ABC, it's already there. Anagram can be BCA, this is also an anagram. So their order could be anything. Order doesn't matter, but the character should be same. Character should be same. Okay. So this way we can identify the anagram. So let us go through the problem statement here. So given two string S and T, return true if T is an anagram of S and false otherwise. Okay, so we understood like what is anagram is. So all the characters should be same and the length of string should be same. Okay. So that is like we call it as anagram. An anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase. So here we rearrange the letters, right? We rearrange the letters, right? ACB, ABC, BCA. We just rearrange the letters. This example. So here string S is equal to anagram and string T is equal to nagaram. Okay, so here if you see A is available in this string T. Okay, here now N is also available. Another A is also available, right? G is also available. R is also available. A is also available. M is also available. So this T is anagram of S. We can arrange this S many ways. There could be a number of permutation and combination. Okay. So, but the character should be same, so that we can say like so that we can say the strings are anagram. If we understood this example, rat and car, S is equal to rat and T is car. So here R is present in this string, T, fine. Now A is also present, but T is not present. So T is not present, then this should not be an anagram. Like car is not an anagram of S. So that we have this output as false. So let us go through the solution approach. What could be the solution? So the one approach is brute force approach. Brute force approach. So brute force approach is, we have to, I'm trying, let me write the string here, and T is equal to CAB, right? So brute force approach is, we will check each character of string S into string T. Each character of string S into string T. So here A is available in T, B is available in T, C is available in T, so that we can simply return true, because this T is an anagram of S. T is generated from S. Okay. So how can we do this? Okay. So in case of brute force approach, we will iterate till the end of this string, and we will iterate this T length of T string. Okay. So iterate from I till S dot length. Okay. And there is another loop, inner loop, that will be iterate till length of T. Okay. This is J, this is I, right? So here we will check whether S dot char at I is equal to what? T dot char at J. So if that is, then we can simply say this string is anagram. But since we are checking into the inner loop, we are checking into this string whether this character is available or not, we will store the positions of visited character. Let's suppose we are checking for A. A is at position 2. Okay. 0, 1, 2. Okay. So A is at position 1. So at position 1, A is visited. So if we are checking to this position again, then we can simply say this index is already visited. So we should not consider this index again. Same way for C, T. Same way for B, it's T at position 2. So here we will add one more condition, visitor of J, right? This should not be visited. So here visitor of J is equal to true. So at this position we will assign true in this array. Okay. And now we will maintain one loop, because once this is the inner loop. Okay. So once if any character is visited in this flow, then we can simply break here, so that we need to maintain one extra flag, is anagram is equal to what? True. So this is applicable for anagram. Okay, right? And here, like if it is already visited, then we can make this flag as false, and we can make this condition is anagram. If it is false, we can simply break. because we should not check further, right? We should not check further. So this way we should build our logic for brute force approach. So we need to check every character. Okay, we have this A, B, C, A, B. So we will check this A here, and store into this one, two. So here we will this is the visitor, and then B, here we will check, and so in the complete array we will check it is found at second index, and now we'll check here every. So here we found it at this position. So this way we can simply use the visitor array. Let us build this logic in Leetcode. Okay, first we will check s.length should not be equal to t.length. Okay, in this case we will return false because this is not an anagram. Length should not be mismatched. Now let us put the loop here. Int I is equal to 0, I less than s dot length, and I plus plus. Let me add the inner loop as well. Int j is equal to 0, j less than s t dot length and j plus plus. Right. Now so what could be the logic here? Here we will add calculation logic. Right. So the calculation logic should be, we need to check character, right? Char at I is equal to t dot char at what? J. Okay, so this condition is fine, or we need to do something else, because here if we see, it will iterate from index 0 and it will check every character of string t, Okay, so in this case, let's suppose if it is visited at position 0 and got the character. Okay, let me add the condition over here. What we will do, so here we will maintain one flag. Boolean is anagram is equal to false, right? So in this case, what should we update here is anagram is equal to true, right? And since we got this, we can simply break here, right? We can simply break here, right? So it will break. So execution will be stopped from the current loop if we apply the break here, right? So it will come out from the current loop, and again it will check for the next index of I. So if it is checked for 0, then it will check for 1, then 2, then 3, till length of s. Okay, so is this condition is enough? No, right? Because we need to check this whether this character is visited or not, right? Otherwise every time we will get this anagram as true. Okay, if there is any character mismatch, so every time we will get this anagram as true. Okay, right? So we need to define this array. Boolean visited new boolean right t dot length. Okay, because we are visiting tth string, right? That's why I have added t dot length. Okay, so right, so here the condition should be if this character is not visited, then only we'll go, and here we will add visited of j is equal to true, right? And here if it is already visited, then we should simply make this anagram as false, because here we did add, we set it as true. So here we should again reset if it is already visited. So that's why we put this else block. So here in the outer loop we will put this condition. If it is true, I mean if it is not anagram, we can simply break. We don't need to check further, right? We don't need to check further. That is why I put this break. Okay, so here we can add this condition is anagram. If it is, then we can simply return true. Let's run this problem. What? So the first case, so these two cases are accepted. Okay, these two cases are accepted. Let's submit this solution. Okay, so here we got this time limit exceeded. So this is what I was expecting through this brute force approach. So that is why like in the previous video I explained this, why brute force is a pain in coding interviews. So this is the reason here, right? So out of 38 cases, 32 cases are passed, 6 test cases are getting failed. This is here we are getting time limit exceeded. So the complexity of this code is bad. Here we are using to loop O of n square. If we see these strings, so this is the length of this string is very huge, you can say. So we are iterating each character till the length of this string and till the length of this t string. Okay, so size of both string is too huge. So in this case we are getting time limit exceeded exceptions, because execution time should be less, but here it is taking more time. So that is why we are getting this time limit exceeded. So that is why we should not go with brute force approach. So we have to think about some other approach to execute this problem over here. This is not a problem with Leetcode only. This problem can occur in another platform like HackerRank, HackerEarth, etc. So we need to think about another approaches. So what could be the possible approaches? What could be the optimized approach? So brute force approach is fail here. Brute force approach is fail. So next approach is sorting. So what we will do here, we have same string. What is here? CBA. So we will sort these two strings. This is already in sorted order. We will sort this. We will get this like this. So in this case, we don't require two loops because the data is in sorted order. We can simply do the linear search over here, right? If we check, we will always get this A over here. We will always get B into the next position. We will always get C into the next position. So this is kind of linear search. We will get this solution in like for let me write that here. So if I'm going through this s dot length will be same, in case of anagram. Okay, so we don't need to worry about whether we should go with the t length or s length here, right? So if s dot caret what I is equal to t dot caret j, sorry, I. Okay, so what, instead of checking this equivocal condition, we can check the reverse condition here, not is equal, not is equal. If any character is mismatched, again we need to maintain this flag here. This should be false, and here we will break this and we will come out from the loop, and here we can return our result, right? So if we got any character mismatch, we don't need to check further, right? So in this case complexity is n, but for sorting, since we are doing sorting here, right, so this will take n log n. If we apply sorting algorithm, this will take n log n. So in this case, n plus n log n is equal to O of n log n. So this is the complexity of this solution. So let us execute this solution on the Leetcode itself. Let's see what happened. Okay, so here I'm removing this. Okay, and this is also not required. This visited is also not required. This visited is not required. Here we can make this condition, right? This loop is not required. We should remove this one as well. Okay, this visited is not required. Here I'll make it as false. Here I will make it as true. Okay, so now, okay, so we need to do sorting here. Okay, so how can we do this? Let me add s cap. Okay, s dot to char. I'm converting this into char of t char is equal to t dot to char, right? Right. Now let me sort it, because this arrays dot sort will always expect array s char. Arrays dot sort t char. Okay, right. So we should use this. We can use that as well. S char. I'm iterating over the array. So here this should be okay. This should be I. Okay, so if s char I not is equal to t char of I, then if there is any mismatch, then we are simply breaking it. And yeah, so here we are checking whether it is anagram or not on this flag. Okay, so let's run this problem. Okay, so these two cases are accepted. So let's submit this solution. Right. So here this solution is accepted through Leetcode. Previous solution was in O of n square, that was rejected. We were getting time limit exceeded. Here you can see. But here for this sorting approach, we got accepted, and it took 3 ms. Okay, it took 3 ms. And the complexity of this code is O of n log n. Arrays dot sort T. Okay. Okay. Right. So we should use this. We can use that as well. Scar. I'm iterating over the array. So here this should be okay. This should be I. Okay, so if s char I not is equal to t char of I, then if there is any mismatch, then we are simply breaking it. And yeah, so here we are checking whether it is anagram or not on this flag. Okay, so let's run this problem. Okay, so these two cases are accepted. So let's submit this solution. Right. So here this solution is accepted through Leetcode. Previous solution was in O of n square, that was rejected. We were getting time limit exceeded. Here you can see. But here for this sorting approach, we got accepted, and it took 3 ms. Okay, it took 3 ms. And the complexity of this code is O of n log n. Okay, complexity of this code is O of n log n. So can we further optimize this solution? Since this code is accepted, this is fine, but can we further optimize the solution? So this is the question. So we have another technique called hashing technique. So let's check with hashing technique. Hashing technique. Third. So in hashing technique, we can simply use hash map. Hash. So we have two string ABC, T is equal to CEAB, whatever. Okay. So we can simply use map over here. Okay. Map 1, map 2. Map 1, map 2. These two map we will use. In map 1, we will keep the occurrences of S. In map 2, we will keep the occurrences of T. And we will check whether these two map are equal or not. We will check these two map are equal or not. If these two map are equal, we can simply say this is anagram. Otherwise, false. Right? So this is, let's build this logic into the Leetcode. Okay. Here, I'm just removing this, and let me define character here, integer, s map, new hash map. Okay, map. This. Okay, this should be T map, right? Let me take this log. Is equal to 0. I less than what? S dot length I plus plus. Okay, so here we will put details. Character is dot char at I s dot s map dot get or default s dot char at I 0 plus 1. Okay, let's do the same thing for T. Right now we can simply return s map dot equals t map. Let's run this logic. This is not required. I'm removing this. Sorry, this should be t map. Sorry. Run it. Right, we got the result. Let me submit this. Right, so this solution is also accepted. So in this video we are able to understand how can we solve the we understood the anagram, on how can we validate the anagrams, and what could be the optimized and efficient solution for valid anagram. I have taken this problem just for a basic understanding, like how can we use, what is the anagram, and how can we actually validate an anagram. So in the next videos we will I will pick some hard problems, frequently asked problem in the coding interviews related to anagrams. So see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.